London.
38-year-old Caribbean chef Gary from London weighs in at 22 stone.
I'm just a fatty boom boom.
Working 70 hours a week running his restaurant, Gary's life and soul goes into his food and his belly.
Being a chef is a problem because I'm always tasting these dishes. I'm like, wow, that one tastes special today. Very nice. There's me with a little bowl. It's nothing, it's just a little snack.
Gary is a food lover. Really, he's surrounded by food probably 12 hours a day.
My portions ain't like, wow, like mountains. I just like eat every 2 hours.
After a busy day's work, Gary's stomach doesn't clock off.
Sometimes it could be 12 o'clock. I'll still have my dinner, was like rice and peas. And after, I'll still pig out.
And Gary has a lifelong obsession with cheese.
When I was young, my mum decided to bring me a cheese and pickle sandwich. I was like, wow, this is heaven. If I'm upset, give me some cheese and I'm cool. That's my medicine. I can't talk too much about cheese, it's turning me mad.
But all this cheese has left its mark. Recently diagnosed with high blood pressure, Gary knows he needs to curb his greed.
I don't want my mum and dad burying me. There's a cycle of life and I want to live my fullness. I want to die like for normal reasons, not because I'm eating too much.
Skinny and Supersize enter the feeding clinic. Dr Christian wants to shock Gary into seeing what he could become if he carries on eating at his present rate. So he's sending him across the Atlantic to Farmington, Missouri, to meet ex-security guard Neri.
My name's Neri Britton, and I'm 36.5 stone.
After years of binging, Neri's weight had ballooned to 50 stone when he had an accident that changed his life.
I was going to the restroom one morning and I fell and it broke my back. I was in a coma for 3 days. When I come out of it, they told me that I was going to be paralyzed for the rest of my life.
Neri fell because his legs gave way under his 50-stone body. He spent 4 years recuperating in a nursing home where he met Debbie.
Debbie is my caregiver. She's also my fiancée.
Paralysed from the waist down, Neri uses a wheelchair and has a catalogue of health problems due to his obesity.
I have diabetes, kidney failure, sleep apnea. When I have to go to the bathroom, I have to go on paper towels.
You're getting there.
She says it doesn't bother her, but it has to some.
With Debbie's help, Neri's lost 13 stone.
That's my goal, is to make sure that he loses as much as he can and that he lives a long and happy life. Love you.
Love you.
But what will 22-stone Gary make of 36-stone Neri?
That big old hole you see, it was big enough you could put your feet inside of it.
Jeez. It's like he can't move. He's just there stuck.
Coming up, Gary... Cheese-loving chef Gary weighs almost 22 stone. More than 8 stone overweight, he is starting to suffer with fatigue, breathlessness and high blood pressure due to his size. So Dr Christian is giving Gary a wake-up call, sending him stateside to see the terrible health problems associated with obesity.
I don't want to be big no more. I mean, we're in big America and I see a lot of big people that their average size ain't the same size as London. And I know right now I'm going to see something what's going to make me really pull up my socks. And it's about time.
Gary's meeting 36-stone Neri to find out how his mammoth size has affected every aspect of his life.
How are you doing?
What's your name?
Neri.
Neri, yeah?
Yep.
Wow, you're a big dude.
Yes, I am. Very big.
Wow. How much you weigh, Neri?
I weigh 500.
500?
Yes.
That's nearly double, that's just under double to me.
Yep.
How old are you, Neri?
I'm 37.
You're 37?
Yes.
Me and you're the same age?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. It's like he can't move. He's just there stuck. He can't do nothing. He mostly, I don't know how he goes toilet, how he baths.
Neri's lack of mobility is already making Gary think. He's about to find out how little Neri can do for himself.
I take care of everything from feeding him, getting him his food, to go number 2.
It's shocking because I'm so independent myself. I love to do everything myself, you know.
When you lose your independence, you just want to give up.
Because of his size, Neri cannot fit in the bathroom, so they've been forced to adapt the garage.
This is the only way that you could have a wash.
Yep. Other than taking a bath in the bed. This is the reality of how I live.
Neri's skin is very delicate and extreme care needs to be taken when washing.
See, I think he's even got one where it's split.
Oh, yeah.
There.
I wouldn't feel comfortable my missus doing this to me.
I never did.
When I see his missus washing him, it reminds me of my mum washing me when I was a baby. But I'm a big man now, so I don't want... I do this myself, you know?
I don't want to see you end up like this.
Thanks.
Neri's health condition requires close supervision by the district nurse. The folds of fat are a breeding ground for bacteria, and his skin is riddled with painful sores.
This is a big sore here. That's an infection that went all the way down to the bone and ate the skin away.
That big old hole you see?
Yeah?
It was big enough you could put your feet inside of it.
Oh, shit. This is too much.
Seeing firsthand where his weight gain could lead has put Gary under pressure. He starts to feel unwell and complains of a throbbing headache. Concerned, Debbie takes his blood pressure.
This isn't that good. I got 232/115.
It's almost double the healthy level.
Let's call that ambulance.
We need an ambulance. We have a guy that's really sick.
We'll get him straight away.
The emergency services arrive and attend to Gary.
You take blood pressure medicine?
No.
No medical problems at all?
No, I'm overweight.
280 over 120.
280?
You're really high.
Seriously overweight with high blood pressure, Gary's at risk of having a stroke or heart attack.
At any time, you could blow a vessel in your head.
Fearing the worst, the paramedics take him to hospital for specialist care.
Today, with Gary going to the hospital, it really upset me. It brought back a bunch of memories, bad memories. Being alone, no family, no friends with you. And I hope he never goes through what I've went through.
After extensive tests and medication, Gary is discharged and allowed to return home to the UK.
I hope it scared him enough that he wants to get healthy.
Gary's experience in America may be just what he needs to get his health in check.
I can't gamble with my life. I can't say, okay, that's not going to happen to me and carry on eating slack. The reality is it can happen to me, and everyone's in control of their destiny, and I need to be in control of mine. I'm not going to forget about this. I can't forget about this.
Cheeseaholic Gary has already served up 2 cheesy dishes to Amy. But does he have any idea how much of his favourite dairy product he eats in a year?
Come on in and join me here. I want you to have a look at this.
Wow, that's a lot of cheese.
That is an understatement. About 100 grams a day you get through, Gary. 700 grams a week, 3 kilos a month, 36 kilos of cheese a year.
Bloody hell, it's a lot of cheese.
Gary's getting an extra 400 calories every day from his cheese intake alone. Dr Christian wants to shock Gary by showing him how much saturated fat he gets each year just from his cheese habit.
That's revolting.
That's 1 bucket.
My insides must be really caked up.
In fact, there is 13 litres of oil.
Gary also consumes a dangerously high 650 grams of salt a year from cheese. This will have seriously affected his blood pressure.
Yeah, that's a killer. I'm killing myself slowly.
In total, Gary's consuming 181 grams of fat a day. That's almost twice the guided daily amount. Dr Christian wants to show him the damage this is doing to his insides.
This is a massive great blood vessel about the size of a hose pipe that runs down the middle of your body. It's called the aorta. And you can see inside, it's all smooth, it's all a uniform colour. This one, however, is a very different story.
It looks disgusting.
This is called atheroma. And this is fatty cholesterol deposits that build up on the inside of your arteries, all right? And it thins them and it narrows them, and combined with the amount of salt in your diet that's putting your blood pressure up.
Atheroma increases the chance of having potentially fatal conditions such as a heart attack, burst aneurysm or stroke.
You will already have these sorts of deposits.
I'm a bit nervous because it's like I'm looking inside me and I don't want that to be me. That was revolting. That was another shock to my system. Cheese is poison.